Our last principle as we invest in others is the leadership omissions principle. What do leadership omit? There are 5 items that leaders omit. And so as you think about your pathway as a leader, what are the 5 building blocks that get us across the river? The 5 leadership omissions. Okay, it is a pleasure to introduce my very first sponsor, Gasson Management Companies. They're doing some really unique stuff for HOA. It's called HOA Assist. It's a whole new business model for them. And when they approached me, I said, you know what, this makes a lot of sense. And plus, they're good friends of mine. If you're in a homeowners association that's paying a lot, or if it's a smaller organization and you don't want to spend your weekend time in meetings or in doing budgets or planning board meetings, they do a really nice job of bringing that 100 unit size down to 20 or larger and make it really simple for you. So reach out to Gasson Companies, HOA Assist. Thanks, guys. Hey, everybody. Tim Schmidt here, founder of Dry Dock Consulting, and we are on number 16. Thanks for hanging with me for this whole series, 7 to 9 minutes of leadership wisdom in 3 broad categories. Investing in yourself, we got to get the foundation right. Investing in others, which we're wrapping up today. And then the third series will be investing in the business. Patrick Lencioni, I think his most recent book is called The Motive. And there's one thing that just really struck me. And it's what we talked about a minute ago when I was standing on the middle of a stream and the only way to get across were those 5 building blocks. And so what Patrick talks about is that there are leaders, the leadership of omission, the 5 things that we should be doing that we don't. And I could relate to every single one of them. The first one, leaders don't like having difficult conversations. And so then we don't do it. We procrastinate and we put it off. I don't know if you're in that category, but Patrick says real people suffer. That it literally creates a culture of that, and then nobody does it. So if as a leader I don't do it, then nobody does it. That's number 1. They don't like to have difficult conversations. Number 2 is managing direct reports. I often found myself saying, I hire talented people and then get out of their way. Well, we need to manage our direct reports. We need to coach them. We need to create alignment between our roles. We need to know what they're working on. And so ignoring your direct reports is another piece that Patrick Lencioni warns us about in his book. That's number 2, managing direct reports. We omit that too often. Number 3 is we don't run great meetings. That they're especially the week in and week out meetings. And your stage is your meeting. And we've got to figure out how to prevent it, because you know what? Real people suffer. You know what else? The cost of bad meetings is bad decisions, and real people suffer. Number 4, they don't like to do team building. Number 5, they don't like to repeat themselves or to reinforce the mission and vision as much as they should. So those are the 5 things. How would you score yourself? If you were to look at those 5 and say they don't like to have difficult conversations, how would you score? 1 being low, 5 being high. Managing direct reports, coaching them, meeting with them on a weekly basis. Number 3, don't run great meetings. Are your meetings vibrant? Are they thoughtful? Is there an agenda? Is it aligned with your values? Is it moving you toward mission and vision? Number 4, how are you doing in terms of team building? And how are you doing in terms of not repeating yourself? Some people even say you're the CRO, the Chief Reminder Officer, and I agree. So don't be complacent. Score yourself in those 5. The higher the score, the better. The lower the score means we got to work on that. It's a little bit like surfing. I'm going to show you. I started this principle of leadership omission with water, and I'll end with water. It's like surfing. The momentum is there. Your values are pushing you like a wave. Your mission and vision is like the surf boat, pulling you toward your impact and toward your success. And then all of a sudden, I omit an important skill and I fall. So check out my surfing skills here, and I will see you at the top. Thank you for tuning in to this Unleashing the Leader that is elite within you. And I'll see you at the top. I almost forgot. What's your call to action? Your call to action. You know, if you've got a thought leader in your organization, it would be interesting for you to ask them, how am I doing on these 5 areas? It's almost like a little mini 360 when it comes to what skills you might be omitting in your leadership. So ask someone that's close to you that would keep this in confidence to say, you know what, I trust your thought leadership in our organization, and I'd love for you to score me on those 5 areas. How am I doing in terms of having difficult conversations, managing direct reports, running a great meeting, team building, and reminding people and drawing them into our mission and vision as the Chief Reminder Officer? There we go. You know, Patrick shared this at a speech I saw him, and it just really struck me. And he said, if my dad had a better boss, he would have been a better dad. Wow. You think beyond the services and products that you provide as a leader, but now think about being a great leader can help your employees be great leaders, even as a parent. Best wishes, and I will see you at the top.